Hi everyone on YouTube and all the NFL YouTube prognosticators and football fans everywhere. This is Andrew Warren, back here once again, giving you my thoughts about Week 3 and my picks for Week 4 for the 2022 NFL season. Check it out. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, Andrew, why are you doing it before Monday Night Football? Well, I got my reasons. I have a lot of schoolwork to get done, and I'm on my last exam. I want to pass it, so I've been really on the edge of that lately. And not only that, I have a lot. My work schedule's been crazy, so I have to go bounce in between work and school, and I'm trying to make time to do my picks. So it's going to be an altercational. So there'll be some days, like I mentioned earlier, going to be Monday. It's going to be or Tuesday, well, another day, or maybe later on a Wednesday. So or even Thursday night before Thursday night kickoff. So for the primetime game. So it's going to be in balance in between. So I have some, like I'm trying to balance between work and school and get my education done and try to get like a balanced schedule in there before the get my life in order again. Well, not my life in order, get my work schedule balanced again, I'm going to say. So anyway, that's the reason why. So no, nothing really crazy, But anyways, that's the reason why I'm doing it on a Monday today, before Monday Night Football. So that's the reason for that. But like what happened last week, my record for Week 3, I went straight up 6-9 overall. Now because of that was a bad week, sadly, on that one. But I'm still 21-1 overall, still on the above the 500 mark. So I'm gonna try to get that. And against the spread, I did a little bit better this week, but maybe for Monday Night Football, if Dallas wins tonight, I'm probably going to see what happens with that. So against the spread, I went 7-8 overall in that this past week, and now I'm 17-28-1 overall. So that's a little push on that. And the over and under, I did really good so far. I'm going to get a 500 mark on that one. So I'm 2-0, and I'm 3-6 overall, which I still have a lot of catching up to do on that. So hey, what can you do? So anyways, for Monday Night Football, I got Dallas over the New York Giants as an upset, and Dallas +2, and the over and under is 39.5, just to remind you all. But anyways, what happened last week, Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Cleveland just showed up to play, and that was pretty much it. And Chicago and Houston, this was a game that Chicago desperately needed to just keep their season alive, in which they did, and everything. And now for Vegas and Tennessee, Tennessee, they needed a win too, and they did. And now Vegas is starting to question what is going on with them. And now because of that, former Patriots offensive coordinator is on the hot seat again. Maybe Patriots hint, bring him back. Well, get to the Patriots in a bit. But anyways, that being said, Kansas City and Indianapolis, I think Indianapolis got the upset of the day yesterday, so I think that was pretty much good for them. I know. In Buffalo and Miami, probably one of the most craziest games of Week 3, especially the punt fumble, which reminds me of the butt fumble. So you got a little secret of that one. But Miami still hanging on to win, and now they take control of the AFC East. Sadly, for me. No offense to Dolphins fans, I like all football fans. I don't care if you're fans of my division rivals or not, so you still got my respect no matter what. So, props. Besides, you're cool with me, I'll be cool with you. So then, that's the way I see it. Anyway, so let's continuing on. So, Detroit and Minnesota, it was definitely a bounce back game for Minnesota, and they definitely needed that. Now the Patriots and the Ravens. This was a game that the Ravens desperately needed, but my Patriots needed a win too. But, unfortunately for that... Oh, excuse me. Sorry, no, I thought it was a glitch on that, so my apologies. So, sorry, there was a little sound into that. I thought I heard a glitch sound, so I had to fix that. Anyways, for the Patriots and the Ravens, this was the most brutal game that I ever seen for the Patriots. Even though the defense played well, offensively they couldn't get together. And now because of that, on the final drive for the Patriots, Mac Jones suffered a late ankle injury. Most likely it's a sprain. He had him putting weight on his left leg, and that looked pretty bad. So, luckily, the MRI came out negative. They're going to do more exams this week. That's a big question mark for the Patriots season right now. So pretty much the season's on the balance for the Patriots. The Cincinnati and the New York Jets, and this was a must-win for Cincinnati. If they would have lost to the Jets, then they had a problem. But hey, they got the win. Philadelphia and Washington. Philadelphia came out and they did what they needed to do, and now they're going to try to control the NFC East. Saints and Carolina. This was a must-win for Carolina, and they did get the win. And now New Orleans has a chip on their shoulder, basically. Chargers in Jacksonville. Like I mentioned, the Chargers look for real. They dominated the last 2 games, and they dominated the Colts last week, and now they dominated the Jacksonville Jaguars this week. I mean, they dominated the Chargers this week. Excuse me, but that was a definitely bounce back for the for the Jacksonville Jaguars right now. So, and they look like they're going to be controlling their own destiny. We'll have to see how that one turns out. The LA Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Now, this was a must win for the Rams. They did get it done. Excuse me for a minute. For the Rams, and I think they did what they needed to do to win, and they did. So, anyways, that being said, Atlanta and Seattle. I would probably say Seattle was my biggest. I mean, Atlanta was my biggest upset of the day yesterday, and they ended up pulling it off. So they did. Tampa Bay and Green Bay. This was a must-angry situation for Tampa Bay. Now they're still at home. Now we're going to have to figure out what they're going to do for Hurricane Ian during the fact that over there. So I think that's the way it's going to go with that. So now for Green Bay's case, now they're riding on the shoulders for the NFC North. I think they're going to see how they're going to do for that. San Francisco and Denver. That was probably the most defensive game of the week so far. This was pretty much a back-and-forth game. Well, not really a back-and-forth game. It was most of a defensive game throughout, and Denver just got the win by 1. And so that's all I can say. And Dallas and the New York Giants, that's for tonight. Just a reminder again, I took Dallas over New York Giants as an upset. Dallas plus 2.5, and the over and under is 39.5. So we'll see how that one goes tonight. Here are my thoughts for my Week 4 picks. Okay, starting from my Week 4 2022 NFL picks, we're going to kick off the Thursday Night Football game again like normal. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, this is going to be a much really exciting game to watch. This is going to be a fun one to watch this week. So I think for Thursday Night Football, this is going to be a high-flying offensive game. It's going to be tight, but I think this is going to be a good one. But I'm going to go with the upside in this one. I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins over the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati. On the line, though, Cincinnati is favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins plus 3. Over and under, it's 47.5. I'm going to go over 47.5. Now, the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings, that game's going to be played in London, so this is going to be an over and under game. So, that being said, the New Orleans Saints are looking for a chance to redeem themselves after they lost to Carolina. Minnesota, they're probably going to be happy with the first win. It's probably going to be like, oh, yeah. And New Orleans Saints are going to come in. I think the Saints are going to be all over the Minnesota Vikings in this one. This was a game that the Saints needed to win yesterday, and they didn't. Just to get into the playoff chase, the division chase. But, fortunately, that wasn't the case. Now they fall to 1-2. And I think they want to get to the 500 mark, which I think they will. So I think it's going to be an upset pick. I'm going to take the New Orleans Saints over the Minnesota Vikings in London in this game, as the New Orleans Saints as a designated home team. On the line, though, the Vikings are favored by 2.5 in this game. I'm going to take the New Orleans Saints plus 2.5. Over and under, it's 44.5. I'm going to go under 44.5. I think it's going to be a lot low-scoring game. The Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. Now, this game is going to be a fun game to watch. Another interesting game. Cleveland is trying to hold their own destiny. Tries to get to... It's a little early, but never too late to think about what are you going to be doing right now. But you got to really know... You got to win a lot of games just to get to the division. So, right now. So, I think the Cleveland Browns are thinking that we got to get a win. So, that's what the thing is going to go. So, I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns over the Atlanta Falcons in this game in Atlanta. On the line, though, Cleveland is favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to take Cleveland minus 3. The Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Football Team. Now, this is a game I was thinking about really back and forth. I don't know how Dallas is going to be doing tonight. But I think despite no matter what they're going to do tonight, I think they're going to probably take this one in Dallas. And despite what Washington did for the Washington Commanders, but then I think they didn't show no class at all. They didn't look like themselves. So that's the way I saw it from the Washington Commanders yesterday. So I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys over the Washington Commanders. On the line, though, Dallas is favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to take Dallas -3. The Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Now, this is going to be a very interesting game to watch. This is the battle between two defenses, I should say the least. But I think whoever's going to be have the ball last is probably going to win out this game. So I'm going to take I'm going to take the Detroit Lions over the Seattle Seahawks in Detroit. But this is when I'm going to take Seattle because Detroit's favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to take Seattle +3. I think this is going to be a much closer game than I expect to be. So, Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Now, this is a game. This is definitely Tennessee needs to win. You got to win your division games. Division games are most important games on your schedule. No matter what you do, make sure you win your division games. Then you'll be in the clear for the division. So, but that's the way I can look at it. That's what Tennessee should be thinking right now. Win this game. In Derrick Henry, I think Derrick Henry's going to run over Indianapolis. I don't understand the spread line on this one. I'll get to that in a bit. But Tennessee, I think Derrick Henry's going to run over Indianapolis in this week. This is a must-win for Tennessee to win. So I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Indianapolis Colts in this game in Indianapolis. On the line, though, that Indianapolis is favored by 3.5 in this game. I'm going to take Tennessee +3.5 as an upset pick. So that spread, I'm going to announce this right now. The spread, it's early. So I think in the comments below, I'm going to decide about the spread picks on that after that. I'm going to make a list on the below after that, and if I want to change my spread picks or not. So that's going to be a close eye on that. But anyways, that being said, I'm going to take the Tennessee +3.5 and go with that. So, like I said, when the spread line changes, I'm going to put this week until Thursday. I'm going to put in the comments down below and just do my spreads from there. So, anyways, let's continue on with Chicago and the New York Giants. Now, this is a must-win situation for the Chicago Bears. The New York Giants right now, they're playing pretty good, but I wouldn't get too excited yet. I mean, the New York Giants have one of the toughest schedules like my Patriots have right now. This is something to think about in the clear. But I think Chicago, they're going to win this one out. I think Justin Fields is going to play a good game like he did yesterday. I think he's going to continue that stretch. So I'm going to take the Chicago Bears over the New York Giants in this game. On the line, though, the New York Giants are favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to take Chicago +3 as an upset. The Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, this game I'm definitely looking forward to. This is a battle of 2 great offenses and 2 great defenses. This is a must win for both teams. This is in Philadelphia, too. But I am so looking forward to this match for the Jaguars and the Eagles. This is a must. This is probably going to be the game of the week. So I can't wait to see this game. So I'm very surprised it's not the Fox's game of the week or the game of the week for Sunday or Sunday Night Football or a primetime game. I'm very surprised with that. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they're on a roll right now. They won the first 2 road games. They're getting much better on the road, which is really important for them. But I think this my case scenario for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They still got a long road, but I think my prediction so far is going good for Jacksonville. They're going to be like I mentioned for my early predictions. The Jacksonville Jaguars are my surprise team, and Doug Peterson is going to be coach of the year. So that I told you that prediction earlier. So I'm going to remind you guys on that. And I'm going to go with the upset with this one. I'm going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars over the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia. On the line, though, Philadelphia is favored by 7 in this game. I'm going to take Jacksonville +7. If Jacksonville can win this one, I think they're gonna be playing for Tennessee for the division. And like I'm telling you right now, that's my surprise pick. I told you. So far. But it's still early in the year. You never know. So I'm not gonna hold any excitement yet. Wait till the regular season's done, and we'll go from there. The Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets in this game. Now, for For the Pittsburgh Steelers, this is a must-win situation for the Pittsburgh. It's at home. They need to get a win just to settle in the NFC North. Just like we still gonna fight this, so in the end, so this is where it's gonna get really dicey in this one because I'm picking an upset in this one. Let's take the Pittsburgh Steelers over the New York Jets in this game. On the line though, the Jets are favored by 4 in this game, which I have no idea why it's that. So I'm gonna take the Pittsburgh Steelers +4 in this game. The Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens, another exciting matchup for on this one. The Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Buffalo wants to get a win. They desperately needed a win yesterday, and they didn't do it. And this is a must-win situation for the Buffalo right now. Baltimore, on the other hand, they had to get an important win with my Patriots. That was a must-win situation for them. But Buffalo needs this win more. So, if they can win this one out, I think they're going to be fighting with Miami right now. So I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills over the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore in this game. Now, on the line, though, Buffalo saved by 3 in this game. I'm going to take Buffalo -3 in this game. So, but it's going to be a fun one to watch, too. So, the LA Chargers and the Houston Texans. This is a must situation for the LA Chargers. They need a bounce-back win just to keep their hopes of the AFC West alive. So, I'm going to take the LA Chargers over the Houston Texans in this game. On the line, though, the LA Chargers are favored by 6.5 in this game. I'm going to take the LA Chargers -6.5. The Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. This is a must-win situation for both teams. Arizona got a bit tough loss yesterday. They need a bounce-back win. So I think Arizona's going to do that in Carolina. So I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals over the Carolina Panthers in this game. On the line, though, Carolina's favored by 1 in this game. I'm going to take Arizona +1.5. The Green Bay Packers and the New England Patriots. Now, this is a must-win situation for the New England Patriots. Now, despite Mac Jones' injury, we don't know what's going to be the closing of the deal on that yet. So, I don't know what my prediction is going to be on this one yet, but I do know my Patriots are in a lot of trouble right now, and they're going to pay for the price right now. And now with the offensive coordinators, with Joe Judge and Matt Patricia, I don't see it happening with the Green Bay right now, especially at Lambeau Field. So I think Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers are going to beat the New England Patriots in this game. But this is where I'm going to get really dicey on this one. So I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers over my Patriots in this game. On the line, though, the Packers are favored by 9.5 in this game. This is where it's going to get very interesting because my Patriots still have a strong defense. I really think they're going to be solid on that. So I think I'm going to take my Patriots +9.5. I think they're going to keep this one really tight. So the Denver Broncos and the Vegas Raiders. I think this is a must-win situation for both teams right now. Vegas needs a win. Denver needs a win. So this is in Vegas. This is going to be a really tough call. I mean, no disrespect to Josh McDaniels. I mean, they're not getting the offense going like he normally does with the Patriots. But now this is getting a little question mark. Is he's the right situation for the Raiders? So if he wants to keep his job, he needs to get a win. At least get another shot. I don't know about this one. If you don't win against Denver, then Vegas has a problem. But I think that's the way it's going to go. I'm going to take the Denver Broncos over the Vegas Raiders in Vegas in this game. On the line, though, Vegas is favored by 1 in this game. I'm going to take Denver +1. Sunday Night Football. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, this is a question mark on this game. We don't know what's going to happen on tomorrow because Hurricane Ian is making a coast in Tampa Bay, well, around the Florida area. So, good thing for Miami and good thing for Jacksonville. They're on the road. But, however, Tampa Bay is in the home stretch on that one. So, this game could be really, they could be somewhere down in Texas, or they could be somewhere, I don't know, it could be somewhere down in a different location. But as of right now, we don't really know with that situation. They could get canceled, or it can move to a game somewhere else. I don't know. But the way this thing is going to roll out, like I said, for Hurricane Ian, so I'm still going to make my prediction what might happen anyway. Now, Tom Brady and the Bucs, they're looking for a win right now after what happened yesterday with Green Bay. So I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Kansas City Chiefs as an upset on this one. On the line, though, Kansas City is favored by 2.5 in this game. I'm going to take Tampa Bay +2.5. Over and under, it's 47.5. I'm going to go over 47.5. But like I said, keep an eye on that game. It could get canceled or they get moved to another location for Hurricane Ian. So keep an eye on that. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that game. So in case that game's not going to be played or not. So we got to look. All right, for Monday Night Football, the LA Rams and the San Francisco 49ers in San Francisco. This is a must-win situation for the Rams. They need to get a win to get their division hopes alive. So you got to win your division games. And I think that's the Rams we're going to do. So I'm going to take the LA Rams over the San Francisco 49ers in San Francisco. On the line, though, 49ers are favored by 2 in this game. I'm going to take the LA Rams plus 2. Over and under, it's 47. I'm going to go over 47. It's a small price to play in the over and under, but I think they're going to get over that mark. Okay, shoutouts this week is Half Moon's Picks. Check him out and the rest of the NFL YouTube prognosticators down below right here. And until then, like I mentioned, if any picks are going to be changing this week, I'm definitely going to put in the comments down below. So just keep an eye on that too when all's that's said and done until Thursday night. So picks may change. My picks can change after that. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but these are my picks for now. But until we find out about what happens tonight for Monday Night Football or the rest of the week until Thursday, I'm going to put it in the description down below this week because I'm doing my picks early this week. So until then, this is Andrew Warren signing off saying, rock out.